So, I want to know, what was the most common thing you did in Nepal for enjoyment growing up?
How you make your mindset and move from, no, I need to do something out of this.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be sitting doing nothing or being in the negative zone. What was the mindset?
How you ended up in Sudbury.
Okay.
Why did you come here?
So what did you felt when I first approached you from a message from the 1080 TV that I had this idea and I want to do with you? What was the first thing that you had in your mind? So yes guys, welcome to the 28th episode of Echoes of Experiences, and we have Michael Brovac with me. Thank you so much, mate.
Thank you for having me,
It
man.
means a lot.
Of course.
I requested you for once and you listened to my idea and you said okay to it.
100%.
It means a lot for me. And we are here at Kupazo Espresso and Bar. Thanks to the place. Yes, so let's
Cup of
go.
Joe. Shout out Cup of Joe.
Yeah.
Shout out April. Shout out the whole staff here for allowing us to do this.
Yes, let's go. And today it's all about our life. Me being from Nepal and you being from Canada.
Yep.
We born in different place. How we guys grew up, and what were the main differences we faced while we grew up. So it's going to be mainly that. So shall we start?
Yeah.
Yep,
100%.
So shall I ask you first, or you want to know about Nepal?
So, I want to know, what was the most common thing you did in Nepal for enjoyment growing up?
The main thing for enjoyment was going out with friends. Like we used to have schools from morning 8-9 to 4-5. After that it was coming home, finishing the assignments.
Okay.
And in the evening time going out to the friends and playing some games, and that was the main part. And after we grew up,
Yep.
I used to have a scooter.
Really?
Yeah, scooter. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
used to go for a ride.
Okay.
Yeah, and after that I came to Canada.
I love it.
Yeah. And
Wow.
I'm like, what about you?
Well, honestly, basketball.
Okay.
Basketball and video games is my biggest things growing up, because for me, I lived kind of like an isolated childhood,
Okay.
just because of my own personal battles and stuff that we'll get into my story and everything. But video games was the biggest thing for me to build connection and belonging with peers and people in my community. And then when I was able to, basketball always united me.
Okay.
Always made me able to have friends, things to do, places to go,
Okay.
people to see. And that was kind of my two biggest things growing up.
Okay. So before we come there, like we are now in Sudbury, right?
Yes.
And you are not from here.
I'm not.
So you are from Hamilton.
I am from Hamilton.
Let's go back to Hamilton in the beginning days.
Okay, so I was born in Hamilton, born and raised there till I was I moved up here when I was about 22 years old. All my youth, really, it consisted of me being in hospitals. So the reason why it consisted of me being in hospitals was because I was actually born with a very rare disease where me and my brother were 2 out of 50 cases worldwide.
Okay.
So growing up, I couldn't really even experience Hamilton or my hometown because of that. But within my city, I got to, of course, go to different places like outside of the hospital, like my high school, my grade school. I always explain it like I lived kind of like an 80-20 lifestyle. So 80% of the time for myself, I was in the hospital. 20% of the time, I was out doing normal, regular things, right? So kind of what brought me up to Sudbury was I became a trainer, a life coach, a speaker, and I got a job here in 2 gyms as an intern, as a trainer. And then I moved up here, stayed up here for like 3-4 months, got a job with the Sudbury 5, the professional basketball team here, worked at the YMCA, and then the rest was history. I stayed up here for 3 years, moved home recently in the last 8 months just to go full-time into my brands and into my businesses, and then this is how we met.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
how we met.
So what about you?
So basically, what about like,
I want to know exactly how you ended up in Sudbury.
Okay.
Why did you come here?
So basically, the main reason was from the place we belong. It's not the exact place to do what we are doing now. For example, this thing would have taken a bit more time for me if I was in Nepal.
Really?
There are some scenarios, like for example, family, society, me myself.
Right.
If I would have tried, I would have tried in Nepal also.
Really?
But there are some scenarios which I couldn't do. But after I came to Canada or Sudbury, I don't know how my parents felt that my son gonna do, and they are not saying no to anything, because I feel they are finding me a bit more responsible these days. So they are not saying no to many
They're
things.
trusting you more.
Yeah, they are trusting me. And besides that, the expectation that our family has is after we graduate, we will go after a field job, because the 2 years of theoretical knowledge, we need to have some practical knowledge, right? So I will work for 2-3 years, and after that, they do know that after I work for 2-3 years, he gonna look after us. And this place gonna fulfill their dream. Before my dream, their dream is gonna be fulfilled. So I'm here for them before, and in the journey, I'm doing my own thing.
I got you.
Yeah. And second thing is how I ended up with us. I wanted to study film studies back in Nepal, and my parents weren't kind of ready. So that was the second reason why I came to Canada also. And after I came to here, I started building network, making videos, making connections.
I love that.
Giving my best, and I saw you,
Yeah.
and I followed you, and one day, I think you went to the Refinery Barber Shop.
Yes.
And we work with
DJ
them.
Will, Isabel,
DJ
yeah,
Will,
my family.
Yeah, we work with them also. Shout out to the Refinery.
Yes, Refinery 705.
They are one of our pillars
Love it.
of growing. And the day we see, I am so nervous when I am about to portray my emotions. Anything that I told you yesterday. They are our main, how do I say, main pillars. If they were not there, if they didn't supported us, I couldn't have met you. And one of our roommate works there, Amit.
Yes, I met him.
Yeah.
I met him, and that's how this all.
And
Yeah.
he told me that I met this guy, and I was already in talks with you.
Wow.
And when he said me, okay, let's give it a try.
It's amazing.
Then I approached you with, let's do this.
Yes.
And we are here.
And then here we are. Yeah, DJ Will. I call him DJ Will, but you
Okay.
know him as Will.
We know our new
You
name
know,
of
and then
Will, yeah.
Isabel. Like they are like my family.
Okay.
I have known them forever, and they're a huge reason why I'm doing so well today.
Okay.
And a lot of the times when I was doing, everyone has their ups and downs, especially when I was living up here and I was going through my own trials and tribulations with my job, my personal life, and they've always been rocks behind me, So there was a lot of times I would go to the shop, I would go to their house, they've done so much for me, and it's just so cool that literally the last time I was in town, Isabel was talking about you guys, and I met, and then she's like, oh my God, let's make the connection, and then here we are, and so huge shout out to the both of you and the Refinery, and it's just so cool, and I'm so appreciative for what you guys mean to me, and obviously
you mean the same to us. And he portrayed all the emotions that I had in my heart. So thank you so much.
Got you.
And after that, this thing is like, from childhood I have heard one thing is, the earth is so small, and this is the example that earth is really small. Like if we build connection, we can find people who are like us,
100%.
who can be with us, and like, how do I say it? They are like us.
Yes.
They want to do something.
Yes.
And they are doing it every day.
Yes.
Yes.
It's so important to have like-minded and people who you can relate to, and you value each other's time and connection.
Yeah.
And you guys are both, or however many of you they are, you're always on a direction
Yes.
towards where you want to be, who you want to be, where you want to go, and you're kind of just uplifting. And that's how me and you connected, because obviously any platform, any way I can somehow help someone or be of service or provide some sort of light, inspiration, whatever we want to say here, I'm always for it, So when you told me why you wanted to do this and why you created your podcast and who you are and what you've had to go through and how you've had to adapt, that's why I read. And plus, of course, the referral from DJ Will and Isabel is a huge prop. But it's just so cool how, this all came to be.
Yep. Yeah, and thank you so much again.
Of course.
And yesterday I told you one thing, no? So before coming to that, let's come back to the hospital thing.
Yes.
To the basketball thing. What was the mindset at that time when you shifted from, like, I'm not judging or nothing like that, but there was a down phase, right?
100%.
And from
you could
that
be completely blunt, man.
Yeah, after
100%.
that down phase, how you make your mindset and move from no, I need to do something out of this.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be sitting doing nothing or being in the negative zone. What was the mindset?
The mindset for me was that, one, I had no other option.
Nice.
So something that I talk about a lot in my speeches and when I do podcasts is kind of in a nutshell, what happened to me was I was put in a position where my best friend and my little brother passed away. And when he passed away, it kind of just made me reflect and realize that I was next. And thank God that my mentor came into my life and he made me realize that I was more than my circumstances. I was more than, you know, my illnesses, my struggles, my loss of my little brother. And it motivated me to do something more, not just for myself, but eventually get to a point where now I am able to help countless others during the same journey, right? So the mentality shift actually came from just knowing that I had the potential to change.
Yes.
Because my upbringing, me and my brother, we were always told that like all we were was sick. All we could do is, you know, struggle in a hospital. If I wanted to go play basketball, if I wanted to go, you know, like high school stuff, like go to parties or have friends or whatever, I always felt like I couldn't because of how disconnected and not belonged I felt to all my peers. You know,
I hear you.
you hear me. So then what happened was when my mentor kind of challenged all that and really made me understand that I should be living not just for myself, but to honor my brother Cameron, because he only had 10 years and, you know, I'm blessed to even be breathing past 10 years old, you know, and witnessing him pass away kind of put that into perspective for me that like never ever will I forget that, you know, and that's kind of a flame that I have within me that kind of inspires me every day to, you know, meet people like you, do podcasts like this, be a coach, be a leader, be an example, be a, you know, some sort of positive influence on people around me. So that's kind of what made me, you know, change from being in a hospital to then becoming who I am today as a basketball coach, a trainer, a speaker, entrepreneur. But what about you?
Yeah. So I already told the first part, right? So after coming to Canada, I was into a different course, and like before saying this thing, what I should say you is our life back in Nepal and why we moved to Canada. You like, how do I say it? Our political system or our government isn't so good that our parents feel that we have a better future there back in our home. And after that, as we moved to Canada, we weren't sure that we need to face so many struggles, so many hard things in our life because of only one decision of moving from back in our home to moving to a new country. I know those struggles have made me stronger.
Yes.
Those struggles have made me sit with you, and from the moment I came here, I started working on the side thing that I just mentioned.
Yes.
I want to make films.
I love it.
I want to make films, but the starting was let's make a certain audience, make some contents and try to build some audience so that when I will make a film, there will be a certain audience to give a certain feedback. Because if you don't have an audience and you will make a film, there might be a hard chance of getting some negative feedbacks. But if you have a certain genuine audience, they will give a genuine constructive feedback on these things to be worked on, or that things, this thing worked, that thing didn't work, you should focus on these things. So that was my mindset. And after coming to Canada, I moved few times. I changed few roommates, and with every roommates, my main motive was if I can do this, you can also do this. The main reason that you are a coach, right? I was also, that thing was coaching from my side. I am a kind of a person who tries to push who is in my circle. He's one of my example.
Yep.
I have few friends back in my room. Both of them are in work just now. One came with me. I have few friends back in Nepal who know what I am, and they have changed a little bit from my vision or what I portrayed to them. That you can see life in this way also. There are some people who see life in only one direction.
Yep.
You understand?
Yep.
I feel that we should be a bit broad.
100%.
We should try everything.
100%.
that we love. And that was the reason I'm exploring myself. Yeah.
I love that. I really love that. I like how you said to kind of be an example to your friends and people who know you, to show them that, you know, from wherever they are or however they feel about themselves, how can they now transform in their own lives if they see you as an example or as a leader to, you know, follow, per se, right? I fully relate to that because that's exactly what I do within all my coaching.
Yeah.
You know, whether it's with athletes, whether it's with kids in hospitals, whether it's with a regular person who just, you know, wants to get better as a health level. I've always learned, and my mentor taught me this pretty young, was that if you want people to listen to you, you got to build credibility. And the way you build credibility is you first prove to yourself that you're credible. And when you're credible, that's when people can actually trust you.
Exactly.
And then when they trust you, that's when they can follow you.
Yes.
And so that's been my focus for the last, I want to say 3.5, 4 years.
Yeah.
Because even when I moved up here for the first time, like going into like kind of my upbringing, when I first got healthy, I was doing multiplication tables when I was 21. Because I couldn't go to school, I couldn't, you know, so I was doing multiplication tables when I was 21. Some of my closest friends who I lived with when I first came to the suburb would vouch for me, but like I didn't know how to turn on an oven. I didn't know how to work a microwave. I had trouble cooking. I had trouble driving. I didn't get my driver's license till I was 22, you know, because in my upbringing, my belief was that all I was sick. So even when I could potentially have something more, I never chose to because of that belief.
Exactly. So let me connect this with our life, okay?
Please.
Many international students like us, they are kind of how do I say it, stuck in a loophole. For example, we are here and our family have supported us financially, right? So we are kind of stuck in a loophole that we need to pay the family loan, we need to do this and that, and I feel that this isn't the age that we should be so wrapped up in the loophole that we forgot to do the things that we love. For example, we didn't have any spare time. Like for example, we two are into this thing, no?
Yeah.
So we have kind of spare time, and we love doing these things.
Yeah.
But for example, two other roommates that go to work, they also want to have some, like they want to be in that chair and listen to our talk in life, right? But they are stuck in a loophole, and I feel that we need to be stuck in the loophole, but not in so zone that we forgot how to live or who we are. And I just don't want to lose that spark within myself, and I'm giving my best to not to lose that.
That's all you could do.
Yes.
That's all you could do. And also it's good that you have the awareness, because with awareness you can actually take action towards that thing. You know, and I could say for myself at least, like I've only known you personally for like a week, right? And everything you talk about and how you approached me the first time we met, and your ambitions and your desires and what you want to create is coming from a place of really, really warmth and inspiration, and something that I believe that so long as you don't lose that, I promise you, it'll continue to build.
Yes, sir.
You know, and I'm glad that you have the awareness to show people in your circle that, you know, just like I do, that the norms that we may be told, you know, for me, I was told as a sick kid, I can't have a normal life. You know, for you, it's different, but it's still the same thing. You know, and to be able to have a greater desire outside of that struggle is so important and so huge. So I just wanted to share that because I think that's really important.
And I feel that it's a kind of a risk also. When I reflect back and see, I could have been a student or a normal people like other people also, no? Like I would have been going to a college, doing a part-time job and doing a kind of a thing. But instead of doing that, I wanted to do my own thing. And let's see, to be exact, for example, at the moment I am in a financial loss, okay? But I am not stuck in the zone that I have no money, I am financially low. But instead of that, I am trying to make connection. I am trying where can I earn money, where can I put my ideas or put my efforts, and from that I can take out some money. And
that's the best way to do
and
it.
everywhere I have put hands, it needs a kind of a patience.
Yes.
It's a kind of a long run.
100%.
See, for example, this YouTube thing also. If I post this video today, there is no chance that I will earn money tomorrow.
100%.
I need to be consistent. I need to meet other people, make videos. And I'm learning to be patient. And meeting people like you, meeting people like Isa and Will have, how do I say it? They have taught me to be patient and not to be hard on myself.
Well, I'll tell you a story about relating to that. most people wouldn't know this about me, but when I first moved to Sudbury, for the first 30 days, I actually lived in my buddy's garage
Okay.
on a floor. Shout out to Glenn, life after high school,
Shout out.
my brother.
Yes.
But that's to show right there, like financially and, you know, career economically, because I believe so much in my dream, like you're saying, I was willing to sleep on a garage floor in, you know, -10, -5, -2, you know, like freezing weather, to the point of where I remember near the stretch before I moved into my buddy's house, my mattress would be flat by the time I went to bed. So I was actually sleeping on a garage floor.
Yeah.
But that's the type of stuff you'll do if you really believe in your vision and in your dream and in what you want to create. And like you said, connection, right?
Yes.
The only reason why I had that connection or that opportunity to be with Glenn was because I built that connection with him, you know? So I fully agree, and I'm glad you are focusing on building connections, because at the end of the day, money is just a tool.
Yes.
And when you can build connections, in my opinion, that's how it leads to more growth across the board, whether it be financially, economically, whatever. Because now you have resources that you can exchange and share.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't even have to be change.
Yeah.
Just like this, right? Like me and you, I'm exchanging my time, you're exchanging your platform.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing, because now we're able to connect and help others through that same process. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And that's such a beautiful thing, that though we know things are not being okay or doing okay, like a little bit good, though also we are keeping up.
100%.
Like you have more experience on that thing is comparing to me. Like I know comparison very bad, but there needs to be a little bit of comparison in life. You know what I'm saying? And so after that, how do, like, the basketball thing also I understood. Like you started playing basketball back in Hamilton?
Yeah, so I like that. So my basketball journey actually started when I was about maybe 12. But the problem was that when I was younger, so like I had arthritis in every single joint of my body. I was 4'10". I was in the hospital probably 80% of the time. And anytime I tried to step on a basketball floor, I could maybe play for max a minute to 2 minutes straight. And then I would have to sit down.
Okay.
So when I was younger, I did a lot of shooting. So I would play games like, maybe you'll know this, but like there's Bump, there's 21, there's a couple like fun games that are pretty universal within the basketball world. And so that's kind of what introduced me into the game.
Okay.
And way back in the day, like way back, one of our first house that I lived in with my brother, my mom, and my dad, we had a whole community of neighbors who were really into basketball. And that kind of really got me involved in the game. But the thing that kind of solidified me taking it seriously and like training and like working and becoming healthy and all that was when I was about 20 years old.
Okay.
That's when I actually went full time into it. That's when I was like every day. First of all, I got myself healed.
Okay.
I worked on my health. I worked on my joints. I worked on my diet, my nutrition, everything. So then I was able to have the capacity to then go to a basketball court and actually train and work on my shot and work on my handles, right? So I did that when I was about 20. So I've only been really playing basketball, like seriously, like at a level where now if I go to an open gym, I don't get counted out. People have to guard me. You know, people never know about my story. And they're like, oh my God, this guy's really good, right? I've only been doing that since I was about 21.
Okay.
And I'm 25. But when I got introduced to the game, I was about 13, 12 years old. Okay. And then kind of going into the basketball coaching, I got my first taste of basketball coaching when I was 22.
Okay.
22 turning 23. And then I've been in the game of player development, personal training, life coaching, and working with athletes and kids and all types of, you know, different archetypes of people in the basketball world for now the last 3 years, I would say.
And that's how we met also.
Yes, it is. It is. It's crazy. Are you a basketball player?
I used to play basketball.
Okay.
Like, but to say I'm mostly a football player.
Okay.
But not so professional.
Football this?
Yeah, football,
or football this?
No, football.
Okay, because
Soccer.
people say football, and then I realize that people are like, okay, American football or European football. And then I'm like,
European
oh, okay, soccer.
Yeah, soccer. Yeah.
Yes, I
Soccer,
got you.
yeah,
But I
soccer.
call it football too.
Yeah.
I call it football too.
Like we used to play soccer,
Okay,
and after that, it was in my college time. I used to play basketball too.
nice.
Like in tiffin break, we used to play basketball,
Really?
and in the morning time, we used to play football.
Oh, that's sick.
But I do know that I have never played any games so
Really?
like so professionally, or so I have not given so much time into
Yeah.
like games like football
Yeah.
or basketball. I was more into drawings,
Okay.
reading books, writings.
Okay.
I think my mom was a teacher, and I was mostly grown with my mom. So that was our effect, that I was more into these things rather than being physical.
That's good though.
That's good.
I think
That's
both
good.
ways are good.
But
Because now you
sometimes-
can learn both.
Yeah. No. Sorry.
No?
Sorry to say no. Like if in that time, for example, if I was into like, if I was playing football, basketball, or cricket also,
Yeah,
I would have been a bit more physical.
I see.
I feel that I am a bit more so lazy these days in those terms. For example, if my friend asks, let's go for a walk,
Yeah.
I would say no and sit in room and rather than do a drawing or read a book. You see, that's why I said no. You are correct what you were saying, but in my case, I said no because of that reason.
And is it because you don't want to?
It's not because of I don't want to. It's because rather than walking,
Yeah.
I feel comfort in drawing or reading.
I got you. I got you. Would you ever want to develop your physical outlets more?
For sure, yeah.
'Kay.
For sure, I want to, because I feel I am a bit skinny of the age that I am, and I am just 52 or 53 kgs of weight, and that is a bit underweight for the height or for the age that I am. And I want to gain a bit mass, and I think it's because of the life that I am. For example, 1 week it's okay. My sleep schedule is okay, my diet
'Kay.
is okay, everything
Yeah.
is in place.
Yeah.
And next day everything is messed up.
Okay.
And it's like, you know, the step of changes.
Yes.
Pre-contemplation, contemplation,
I got you.
action, maintenance,
Yes.
relapse, same thing again and again.
Over and over and over.
Yeah. And once I graduate, I don't know, I will be in a bit of a track,
Okay.
because we live 4 of us,
Okay.
and the sleeping time is around 12, 1 or 2 p.m. at night. And these days I need to go for placement, I told you. I need to sit 8 in the morning. But the lucky thing is it's just 10 minutes far from my home.
I got you.
And I manifested for that thing.
But you know what's great is you
Yeah.
got time.
Yeah, I got time. Yeah.
You got time, and you know what I'll tell you is like coming from someone who never could have physical outlets. And actually, I did a lot what you did. Like I was very big into like video games. I did drawing. I would try and write. I journaled a ton when I was in the hospital, because that was the only things I could really like do without pain. You know what I'm saying? But coming from my experiences, I'll tell you that like once you change your fitness habitual patterns, meaning your natural responses to, okay, I got to go to bed at this time, or I got to eat this, or I got to,
Yeah.
once you change the meaning you give it, that's when now you can change the habit. And what'll happen is, I learned this from my mentor, but it's very interesting. You'll know this too.
Yep.
Is if you notice, everyone sets New Year's resolutions, right? Did you know that the gym rates
Yep.
in the first month in January
Yeah.
is like,
Phew, yeah,
right?
I know.
But then come February, March, etc., it just continues to
down,
drop
yeah.
because everyone thinks, oh my God, I'm going to make the change now,
Yep.
right? But no one asks, why are they going to make the change? Why are they going to stay committed to it?
Exactly.
Why are they going to continue to do it, right? And that goes into what I always preach in my speeches and in my coaching is before you develop a program, you have to know what you want and why you want it. And when you know both of those things, the program makes itself. So that's what I would tell you as far as like,
Yep.
don't count yourself out,
Yep.
because
I totally hear you, and what you are saying is I do feel that. And you know what's the like problem behind that? What I am not able to do that, time management issues.
okay,
Because earlier I mentioned that I don't have a part-time job, right?
Yeah.
I'm still looking for one. I did few interviews.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get one. That's a different part of story. But and
you will, you will.
I will, I know. And now I'm focused on a field job rather than working in a restaurant or in a like a cashier in a retail shop. I am more focused into my field.
Okay.
And you do know I am into social service worker.
Yes.
And I am currently doing a placement at Extendicare York.
Love it.
And I am also loving it, mate.
That's
I am also
awesome.
loving it. Like, to be honest,
Yeah.
there are few things which I get triggered on.
Okay.
And why I'm triggered on is because I am new to the culture.
I got you.
And that's why I read this course, that I have these triggers and I need to, how do I say it? I need to work on this and I need to be better version of this. That's why I am into this course. Like I am with the people who are a bit old and they are so fun, you know, like many people are so cute, like babies, and the people who are old, they are
100%.
like same.
100%.
They are kind of, sometimes they are kind of rigid, sometimes they are fun, sometimes they are firm, and the best thing is sometimes they forget what they are saying, like, you know.
Yeah. Oh,
and,
yeah.
Yeah. And me being from the place,
Yeah.
like we have our grandparents with still, and they are like same age.
Really?
But it's totally, our case is different.
Yeah.
Because we never had that bond with
I got you.
neither with our parents, neither with our grandparents. We just talk with them, but not so, how do I say this? This is the main culture difference between you and us. I think let's talk about this, you know.
Yeah.
Like, how do I say this? You also do value family, right?
Yeah.
We also do value family, but you are more independent.
Yeah. I would.
You is in Canadian culture, not exactly my culture.
Oh, I got you. I
but
got
the
you.
Canadian culture.
I got you. Yes. Yes. I think. Yes. I think like I grew up in a household where like obviously because of my health limitations and my upbringing, I was more limited. But typically coming from that environment and coming from Canada and being in the society we're in, at least in my family, like I knew if I was healthy per se growing up, I would have had a lot more independence. You know what I'm saying? Because like now I have a great amount of independence.
Yeah.
Right. And that's kind of come just from building, like I told you earlier, about like credibility and trust within yourself and also the people around you, right? But I can understand for your culture and your upbringing that there's a certain way to do things.
Yes.
And if you don't do those certain things, then it's very hard for you to get the trust from your family and from your people around you, right? Which can be very intimidating.
Yes.
Because I felt that way actually with my own family at times, because my family and my close people, which is normal. There's actually science. There's actually neuroscience that backs this up. But when you change who you are to the people around you, because of safety mechanisms and what they're used to seeing you as, they try to pull you back. And there's an analogy people talk about called crabs in the bucket. And what they'll do is when crabs crawl out of the bucket, all the crabs pull them back. You know what I'm saying? And when they pull them back,
Broski.
you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
We're cooking right now.
Yes.
So when they pull you back, it's then your job to make sure that you're strong enough to continue to go, which then you'll show them that maybe they can crawl out of that.
This is where I am, you know. Nice.
We're on the money right now.
Yes.
We're on the money.
And like, I don't know I should be saying this or not, but it's life.
Yes.
There are people who wants you to do good.
Yep.
And there are some people who doesn't want you to do good.
Yep.
And it's you whom to give importance, whom not to give importance.
100%.
Nice.
Yeah, I like what you said there, and what I always resort that to is, I think it's very unique or rare to actually find someone who intently doesn't want you to do well. What I think it is, and what I've learned in my experience, is it comes from their fear or worry of your safety. Because if you go back to, like I've learned this in my studies of biology and kinesiology and all these things, but like if you go back to primal days, okay, when you have a tribe, a family, and one person in the tribe leaves, right, that's a survival risk, right? So when people who are close to you, who see you doing something different, because we've all been there, especially as entrepreneurs and people who are trying to create or do something different from the norm, when people see that, they feel a threat.
Yes.
Because it challenges them, because it says to them, why can't I be different like they are? Because why am I not showing up for myself like you are?
Yes.
Right? And then because they feel guilty or negative or hurtful, they try to pull you back.
Yes.
And then it's your job from there to now be strong enough and resilient enough to know exactly what you want and why you want it, to continue to go forward?
Round of applause. Okay, you know why? Because I kind of knew, I felt this inside this thing, but I wanted to listen this from somebody else, and you made my day, mate. You made my day.
That means a lot
Yes,
to me.
that means
Thank
for
you.
me also that means a lot.
Yeah.
And I have one question for you.
Yes,
okay?
please.
When I approached you like this,
Yes.
we didn't have any connection, right?
None.
The
None.
refinery was, we found out later, but there was no connection.
No connection.
What did you felt when I first approached you from a message from the Trinity TV that I had this idea and I want to do with you? What was the first thing that you had in your
The
mind?
first thing that came to my mind is, one, this guy knows what he wants. Number two was, this guy has courage. And number three is, I want to try and help as much as I can. Because when I see people like you do those kinds of things, it reminds me of me when I first started. Because I remember reaching out to people, or I remember trying to make a name for myself or my brand or whatever. And I remember, man, I had family, I have friends, I have people who, like, I got more support in the beginning of my journey when I first started my brands and my businesses from people who barely knew me
Yeah.
than some of my closest people. That doesn't discredit how close I am with my people, my family and everything, but that goes back to the point I'm telling you of safety.
Yes.
Because when it's so unfamiliar for other people around you, naturally they take it as a threat,
Yeah.
right? So when you came up to me and you approached me, I was like, I definitely want to work something out, because in the exchange of doing this, you're actually helping me too. Because even just having a platform and a camera and being able to share like-minded thoughts with each other,
Yes.
one person watches this, 2 people watch this, 100 people watch this, maybe 5 people watch this, whatever.
Yeah.
If that gets to one of them, that's it.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you approached me and it didn't come from a place of, you know, I need, or what can you do for me? Or, you know, there was no exchange or no good intention or heart, right? I knew right away that I could do this with you, because I respected your intention behind your reasoning of wanting to do stuff. And when you told me the name, when you told me the ideas behind it, and when you were like, I'll be honest, we had a meeting at a coffee shop,
Yeah.
and this guy started telling me about how he felt about himself and what he wants to change and why he wants to change and who he wants to be. And I was blown away, because we don't even know each other. You know what I'm saying? And just for you to show that kind of vulnerability, it made me respect you. You know? So then naturally, that's where I was like, okay, yeah, we gotta make this happen.
Yeah. Now, what I would like to say is, like, the main reason for leaving my hometown was to be someone who I saw in my mind.
Yeah.
Like the person that I want to become.
Yes.
It was possible back in my hometown also, but it would have taken a bit longer time. And I need to work on that sacrifice, you know, being far away from. I'm being so emotional while I'm saying this, and you said the same thing. And the courage, the vulnerability, and the honesty I need to have, that I have, is because I want to improve. I know my flaws, I know what I need to work on, and I'm making network to be the better version of myself. Like, I was in third semester of certain, I was in child and youth care program, but entering into third semester also, I never felt that it was for me. And I talked with my parents, and I failed in second semester also, but I talked with my parents. I told them that let me give a chance and I will try my third semester also. But the college told me that you need to do some more extra semesters, which was financially not possible. Because still now also my parents are sending my college fees and I'm able to study. And that was not possible, so I changed my course from CYCP to social service worker. And from the moment I joined social service worker, I started going to class. I find myself growing, because the main thing that we were focused on was interactions, and I took in so deeply that if I do good in interactions in front of everybody, I will be able to do in my daily life also. Otherwise, it would have been easier to get it was just in interaction we just need to get 60%.
Yeah.
It was an easy thing, right?
Yes.
But I took so seriously that if I could do properly in this thing, I could do properly in my outer world also. And I did so great. I was so worried this person is my everything behind me, and he knows how much I was worried. And the moment I passed interactions, I was so free,
I love that.
And now I am graduating
love
this
that.
April. 3 more months left, and I'm doing good. And it's just
I would say you're doing great, man.
Yeah.
I would say, how old are you again?
I am 24.
We're a year apart.
Yep.
You know,
I'm
like
24.
this is what I mean though. For like us to be thinking and you to be thinking that now, crazy.
Yes.
You got to give yourself the flowers too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Let's talk about this thing, okay? There were moments where I was kind of always overwhelmed, anxious, always in run and run. What's not working? What's not working? What's not working? And through the help of the interactions, I got to know that I was being hard on myself.
Yes.
All like after I came to Canada and till the moment I knew that fact, I was kind of being hard on myself. And that kind of being hard self has pushed me here also. And that being hard on myself there were some moments where I had a serious burnout within myself also. And why I said this was, there are always two parts of life.
Yes.
Everything, for example, this podcast also, there are always two sides of this, right?
Yes.
And two sides are, you had your own perspective in this podcast, like why you didn't say it obviously without any reason, yes, right?
Yes.
I also didn't approach you without any reason.
Yes.
So there are two parts.
There's always an exchange.
Yes, and those are two different things.
Yes.
And life is all about same thing, that how do we see.
Yes.
And to say it a bit more properly, life is all about perspectives.
I like that.
It's all about how do we see.
100%.
For example, if you say something in good tone or good manner also, but if I take it in a wrong way,
100%.
you are not wrong.
No.
Who is wrong? Me, right?
Yes.
But and if you tell something in a, sorry to disturb you.
No,
but
keep going.
if you tell something in a wrong tone, wrong manner, being rude also, but if I take that in a good way,
Yeah. 100%.
so life is all about perspectives.
But I love that because that just shows your level of maturity.
Yes.
Because a lot of people, I was one of them for a long time, you blame everyone else.
Yes.
And when you blame everyone else, you rob yourself of the opportunity of accountability, which then you rob yourself of change. Because in order to change, you have to be accountable.
Yes.
You have to look at yourself. And I respect you for saying that, because I know so many people who, if something offends them or something hurts them, they make it about the thing that hurt them.
Yes.
Instead of looking at themselves and being like, yo, why does this bug me?
Yes.
Why does this bother me? You know? And I think that everyone that I know who is great and everyone I know who has done something amazing in life and is continuing to inspire and change and help others and be the best version of themselves, you have to start by asking yourself those tough questions and looking yourself in the mirror. So respect for saying that, because I'm telling you, you're on the right path.
Yeah.
That is how you have to approach it.
Yeah. And recently I have started giving me credits like this, and I was always in run and go, and I also learned that it was because I was grown up with my mom, and she never had rest for herself.
I got you.
Neither for the family.
Yeah.
And I grown up seeing her.
Yeah.
And I never learned to take rest for myself or make some time for myself. And recently I'm learning that is also part of taking care.
Yes.
That we should make some time for ourselves, not
Yes.
just for every other thing that we want.
100%.
And this part is also like, for example, I'm not taking this as work. You feel what I'm saying? This is what I love.
Yeah.
That was the main reason why I started the podcast, Echoes of Experiences. And the moment when I started, I had this idea in my mind. It was back in Nepal. I had a few friends who were into YouTube, who were into modeling, I had one brother who had a cafe. And what I didn't have the courage to start a podcast back in Nepal. You know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're
And
saying.
from that point
Yeah.
to being here,
Yeah.
and this was the main idea behind Echoes of Experiences.
I love it.
Being in a random place,
Yeah.
talking with people, sharing about life,
Yes.
not just asking question or
No.
doing an interview. It's about you share your perspective, I share my
100%.
perspective.
It's a genuine conversation.
Yeah, and try to make a common ground between these things.
100%. I love that.
Yeah.
I think that is that's rare, and that's really, really good that you You know, once again, you have the courage to do this. You know, a lot of people have ideas and a lot of people have things they say they want to do or be or have, and they don't have the courage to even speak it,
Yes.
you know, let alone do it. So, and I believe that comes down to a level of self-belief and self-confidence. And when I'm a big believer in affirmations. Every morning I wake up,
Yep.
kind of side tangent, but every morning I wake up, I do a list of about 20 to 30 affirmations. And all of them are always regarding who I want to be and who I am right now.
Okay.
Because what I've learned is, and what I've heard multiple times from a bunch of great individuals, but if you can have the courage to speak it, then you can have the courage to do it.
Okay.
And when you have the courage to do it, you can have the courage to be it.
Yes.
And that's how it continues to manifest and roll forward. And that's exactly what you're doing, you know, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And I think anyone watching this, that's what you should do, you know. And I think that if you have a lack of confidence or belief within what you want to do, first start by just trying to say it to yourself. And even if it's hard or if it's emotional or draining,
Yes.
you know you're doing the right thing because it's different. It's different from what you know.
And I would like to add up in this, okay? You do know what you want to do or you do know what you love, and the first moment you give it a try, that you won't like it. And that's the main thing behind it, that you won't like it. So you keep it beside and you don't do anything with that. You should change that. Make the first video, make the first vlog, write something, post it, do the second one, do the third one, be consistent. Motivation doesn't work, be disciplined. And I'm self-aware, but I am not so disciplined. That's what I should be. But I do know that I can portray something that other people might listen.
100%.
And the same thing that you talked.
So with all this being said, we talked about a lot. We discussed a lot of different ups and downs, highs, lows in our own lives, from our cultural backgrounds, our stories, our personal lives, our careers, our beliefs, our motivations. Now what you should do with this is you should try to break down where in your own self-reflection you can apply what you learned in here. And I'll say the first thing that I would start with on my end of what I've talked about is start asking yourself why. Start asking yourself, why am I going to pursue my dream? Why am I going to start to do the workouts? Why am I going to start to live a healthier, happier, better, more aligned lifestyle? And I think that once you ask the question why, that's when now you create the potential, just like I discussed in my story and your story too, that now you can actually become something different than what you're already living as and go forward towards what you want to be. What would you say?
I won't exactly summarize everything what I told, okay? I will say it in a different way, okay?
I like that.
So what I would like to say is, try to search inside yourself. Is that how you know what you love to do? For example, I love making contents, I love writing, I love making films. He loves playing basketball, he loves coaching, he loves giving trainings.
Yes.
Like that, you individual person will have something you love. And once you find that, you need to make some time for it. And you will reach one day for sure, like I am here, like I said you. There was one idea, I was back in Nepal. That idea has led me sit with Michael, and there's many more to come.
Yes.
And that depends on me,
Yeah.
how much I give. There are some low moments in life, and it's me who sees that in a positive way. And main thing that matter is, you shouldn't be giving up so early in life. Just giving a one to try, you shouldn't feel that, oh, this is not working. You should be a bit more consistent. You should be there should be a more number of practices, quantities. Then only you know that you are not good with that. But once you practice enough, you will be good in that thing. And a real life example is, my English was very bad, but I do feel that I talked with him in a bit more proper English
100%.
as compared to in my mind.
100%.
And this is life. You will improve, but you need to have a positive mindset. And yes, if you are watching till end, you might know that we are the person who tried or who knew what I want to do, and we are trying our best to be something out of it.
Yep.
And this video is for those people who want to do something out of it.
Love it.
Shout out to all those.
Yes.
And after that, shout out to this place.
Yes.
Shout out to
Cup
him.
of Joe.
Yep.
Shout out to the whole crew here. Shout out to
Yes.
you guys. Thank you for having me.
Thank you
This
for
has
making
been
time for
amazing.
us.
Of
Yes.
course.
And,
And thank you for April and the whole staff here for allowing us to shoot this here.
Yes.
Big
Big shout out.
Yes. And so we'll just display our socials so you
Yeah.
guys can find us. So my socials on everything across the board is Michael Brovac. And if you want to even get deeper into who I am, what I do, you could just Google my name or type in michaelbrovac.ca.
Yeah.
What about you?
And our channel is the 1080 TV.
Yeah.
And you can follow us there. And after that, let's not disclose our personal information now. And I would like to say one thing.
Yeah.
He is into many more things, but because of limitation of time, we couldn't do everything in this episode.
Yes.
And there will be another episode when he will
100%.
be back in March to Sudbury from
He knows.
Hamilton. And we will talk about his coaching, life training,
Like
how
that.
he has been changing life of people in the second video with him.
I'm excited.
So yes, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Talk
Stay
soon.
tuned for this video and see you in the next video, guys.
Yes, sir.
Bye bye from the team.